The Necronomicon, written by Abdul Al-Hazred, and narrated by Markuus. All rights reserved. The mysterious and forbidden Necronomicon is a cursed writing of arcane knowledge, forbidden magic, and knowledge of dangerous things whose reading provokes madness and death itself. In addition, the book itself has a record of forgotten phrases and incantations that allow contact with beings of inconceivable power, but at the same time it entails an unimaginably horrifying danger to mention them. In short, it is the blasphemy of life. It seemed to be a rumor, but one of the few surviving editions was discovered in 1845 in the desert near Babylon, in the caves of Larbit, where a remnant of King Ashurbanipal's descendants had been buried. The Necronomicon was written in the ancient city of Damascus by the Arab poet Abdul Al-Hazred, according to dates between 730 AD, and it is rumored that he died dismembered and his bones broken into 1,000 pieces by an unknown being. Like all those who came in contact with the blasphemies and curses of this noxious book, suffered similar fates, mysterious deaths of a cruel and indescribable horror. If you are of a curious spirit, I advise you for your own sake that you dare not read this book, for if you should do so, only one thing I can tell you as a consolation and assurance: that death, you will never meet it before the horror that awaits you. Introduction. 1. Since I arrived in this place of Damascus, after having spent years in that cursed desert of Rub Jali, I have not slept at all, and several days have already passed, and I do not know how I have been able to stand the horrors of the cosmos I have seen there, and sincerely I have not been able to find calm after having seen all that. I have been able to know the horror materialized, and in which I will write all of it in this book. Undoubtedly madness has enveloped me, and I write this with the last remnants of my lucid mind, if there can be any. I am trembling, I do not know how, but there is something that makes me go on and write it. I know perfectly well, or I think I know, that to write this represents a terrible danger for the world, and for every being who reads it will undoubtedly be the end. I was drugged with the lotus flower every time I tried to write each line in that desert of dismay. For without the drug, undeniably madness looms immediately, but I must say that my salvation is no longer possible. I have already known those blasphemies that I have embodied here in a new book.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?